Hey YouTube, Shinkenoh here with a review of the Power Rangers Super Samurai Build and Morph LionZord and Mega Ranger Fire and DragonZord with Mega Ranger Water because red and blue are popular or something. So these were actually at Toy Fair and I completely forgot about them until I seen them at Toys R Us shelves. And so this is a set in which you build and morph. What a surprise. So you've got the build portion. These come in just these little pieces. It's kind of similar to building a model kit, except not anywhere near as challenging or any of the fun, really. But you do get to build a Mega Ranger figure, which I think is kind of neat. But morph, you can see the Emblem Mode there, the Zord Mode, and then play. It has a vehicle mode as well, which looks absolutely horrendous. At least the Lion one does. So here's the packaging on that, and then back here you can see the individual pieces of the figure, and then the individual pieces of the Zord back there, and it shows the kid building it, and he's like, I'm having fun. So there is the red packaging, and here is the blue. As you can see, it turns into a motorcycle, which is actually kind of neat. But DragonZord and the pieces back here. Okay, so now on to the figures. And here we are. So we have the LionZord and DragonZord in their Emblem Modes with the Rangers that you build. We'll go ahead and start with the Rangers. They are identical, so I'll only go over one. But you have the Mega Blade right here. The Samurai's pouch right there. You've got a ball and socket joint for the hips and the shoulders, swivel right there at the head, and a single joint at the knee, and a single joint at the elbow, and then a swivel right there at the hand, and then it falls off. One thing that is pretty neat about these is that they kind of make for some pretty decent evil Rangers. As you can see, they're a hair shorter than the normal Mega Mode figures. Not by too much, but enough to obviously be very, very noticeable. However, because these are lacking a lot of paint, they have black gloves, which kind of make it look like some sort of evil version, which I think is kind of neat. So you can multi-purpose these ones. They're evil midget rangers or something, or little people, or whatever. Set him up. Come on, Jaden, you can do it. Never mind, just lay there. So here is blue. Pretty neat. And like I said, you do build these, like the foot divisions right here. Snap the two pieces together. Snap the two pieces of the leg together. So this is a completely buildable little figure, and I think that's pretty neat. But that's up to you on whether you like building things or not, I suppose. So here is the LionZord's Emblem Mode. And it is pretty accurate. Obviously, you have silver back here. You've got this gun thing sticking out that I'll get to later. I mean, you can just take the gun thing right off and pretend it's not there. So it's not bad. It's like, there's no heft to it at all. It's very, very lightweight. And it just doesn't feel as cool as the Japanese Shinkenoh's Emblem Modes do. But it is a nice substitute, considering the American toy does not do this. And at least gives kids like an Emblem Mode prop or something that they can do. I'm going to go ahead and move the dragon out of the way for now and focus completely on the LionZord. So to get this into the Zord mode, what you're going to have to do is pull this front piece off, switch it around, just like that. So now I got the head. These are obviously going to be the front legs, so they'll go down like this. These hind legs back here are going to have to be removed completely. So go ahead and do that. There we go. Not the easiest thing to get off and on, but these parts will fold down. And these will just connect right here. fold that down, connect, that's backwards, connect and fold down, then just kind of straighten them out a bit, like so, and there you have the LionZord, sort of. So yeah, it has, I mean, a little bit of articulation stuff, not any more or less than the deluxe version does, in my opinion. It's not bad, it's not particularly great either, but it's certainly not horrible. A nice little play version of the LionZord, I suppose. The Red Ranger figure can ride the LionZord. Part of the vehicle transformation is flipping out these grips right here, and he can sit down in here, but that's not really accurate, so we'll just kind of ignore that for now, but it's a possibility. So pretty cool. To get to the vehicle mode, what you're going to do is pull these up, just like that. These will fold out, and the clips that I was talking about are going to fold outwards. Just like so. And here is their idea of a jet. It's a horrible, horrible jet. To help with the balance a bit, take this piece and put it right back where it was, like that, and it'll kind of balance things out a bit. So there you go. And you can take the Mega Mode Red building figure thing, put that back in there. He can hold on to the gun weapon. The gun weapon kind of looks like a cross between the spin sword and like a sniper rifle, which is kind of interesting, or an assault rifle. But regardless, that's kind of weird. But slide his feet through there, have him grip the controls of this, which is actually kind of difficult because the plastic is pretty hard and it just doesn't really give you enough pliability to get it in there. So you're going to have to maneuver this around. I do find it easier to just completely remove certain things of the figure that will keep falling over. Just like that. And for the sitting pose, that's probably going to be about as best as you can get. This right here. Sorry about all that. And then this goes back in here, right there. Swing that forward. So now here's Jaden flying the lion thing. So yeah, you've got a jet. So let's go ahead and put the jet over here and focus on the DragonZord. So here is the emblem mode. Pretty neat, actually. They managed to condense it fairly well, I think. There is a giant wheel on the back. If you want some accuracy, just go ahead and pop that off, and you're back to the fairly normal emblem mode. So pretty cool. To get to the Zord mode, pop the entire system out, just like that. This will swing out and around, just like that. And then this piece back here will attach just like this, and you're going to want to do it on a tilt. So it's going to attach right here, just like that. And nope. So just like that. I don't know why they decide to do it like that, but they did. You can just as easy just remove that piece and pretend it's not there. You're going to have a problem here with the cycle wheel being attached to the dragon head, but here's your Zord mode. Fun times. This kind of reminds me a bit of Ryuki, which is kind of fun, but for a Kamen Rider Ryuki, Dragon Knight here in the US. So it's kind of neat in that aspect, but it's kind of ridiculous at the same time. But the cycle mode is kind of cool. I stress the kind of cool. So bring this up, line that up, swing this around so it's like this actually. It's like that. And then bring this down so it's kind of like a seat. And you have the bike mode, which is nifty and ridiculous at the same time. The little handles are right here, so just pop them out of the holes and then replace them in this direction. Just like that. So now the cycle has handles. It has no kickstand whatsoever, so it can't actually stand like at all. So what you're going to have to do, bring in blue, plop them on there. Again, one of those things where it's probably easier to just remove the hand. I almost lost that piece. Something along the lines of this. So you got Blue riding the motorcycle, looking down, he can't see anything. There's a bug, and he's like, dragon cycle, and stuff. Way too much fun. Again, that lack of kickstand is disappointing, considering he's just going to flop around, but there's not much you can do about it. Bring him in. Stay. Good. Jolly good show. So, are these worth it? If you have a kid that's a big fan of like Legos or the Mega Blocks or model kits or anything like that, then these are absolutely great toys. You get the building experience, which again, it doesn't last long and is really easy, but it's still there nonetheless. You get to build a figure, you get to build a Zord. The Zord has 3 modes. It has the Emblem Mode, so that's a definite plus as well. And they're all around, I mean, they're nice, fairly nice buildable figures, and they're fairly nice buildable Zords. This was $18.99 at Toys R Us. I used a coupon, so I got them fairly cheap. But I'd imagine they would probably retail for $14.99 at other major retailers, but I haven't seen them anywhere besides Toys R Us, so I don't know for certain. But like I said, if you like building things, then by all means pick these up, because I do think they're kind of neat. But otherwise, they are fairly easy passes, because, I mean, you have the Samurai MegaZord, so you don't really need the Zords, and you've got the 4-inch figure line, so you don't really need the figures. But if you want the building experience, by all means pick them up. Or if you really dig the vehicle modes, I think they're kind of neat, except for the fact that the lion doesn't look like a jet at all. But regardless, I think they're kind of neat. So you can check out ShugenShinobi.com for the latest updates on my reviews and hauls. And of course, check out RidersRangersandRebels.com for the latest token news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one.